SLS GmbH is not a workshop. The work shown, which we carry out on our own vehicles, are merely experience reports and may contain errors. They are therefore not to be understood as professional instructions. Unfortunately, we cannot accept orders.
Hi, I'm Niels from SLS, and today we'll show you how to install the small European bumper on our US model 107. Right here, in front of me, I have the bumper we assembled in a previous video, and today, it's going on the car. Spread out in front of me are the different mounting options, which we'll introduce one by one in just a moment. We have 3 conversion bracket sets from the SLS program here. 2 versions are designed for bolting, and 1 version is for welding. The bolt-on brackets mainly differ in their finish. One version is electro-galvanized, while the other is powder-coated. With the weld-on version, this threaded plate is welded onto the back of the crossmember. For today's installation, we'll use the bolt-on brackets in the black powder-coated version. Personally, I'd prefer the welded solution because I think it's the more solid option. What we're seseeing here is the current state after removing the US bumper and installing the European headlights. We've also taken off the wheels and removed the inner fender liners. Here, you can see the mounting points where the US bumper brackets were originally attached. We'll be attaching our bolt-on bracket here shortly. This point would actually be for the European bumper on a European model. Here, on this part of the crossmember, is where the threaded plate for the side bracket would be welded. On US vehicles built before 1985, these grills could still be removed. Now it's a single unit, but with the earlier models, there was still the option to give the front spoiler a more European look as well. I'm starting now by bolting on the bracket on the right side. The brackets are initially pre-mounted loosely, allowing us to adjust the bumper's position on the vehicle. With the help of an assistant, we'll install it together. By using washers and making slight adjustments, we can fine-tune the gap and adjust the height alignment. During the first test fitting, we noticed that the gap between the bumper ends and the fender is a bit too narrow. We'll adjust that now by adding a few washers in between, and we'll pre-mount it to check the fit. The bolt can be removed later from behind the fender, even when everything's mounted. In this second attempt, we've loosely attached the front of the bumper again, and we're focusing first on the side bracket. This means our stack of washers should ideally stay in place. Now I'm trying to position the backing plate from behind. The side mounts are now attached as planned. Before tightening all the bolts fully, we still need to align the bumper. We've created a temporary guide point here. The trim on the side paneling should ideally line up with the top edge of the bumper. Let's check this now, and we see that we need to lower the bumper corner just a little bit. Still too high. All right. The bumper is now aligned and securely bolted in place. Next, we'll attach the license plate holder. I'll also be bolting the temperature sensor onto the license plate holder. Finally, we'll install the fog lights. That's it. The essential visual aspects of converting a US R107 to a European version are now complete. And we hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.